to the configurations, and today we have the Miocromax cameras Entice here, and we're going to do the review of this device. First of all, I would like to thank Mobile Stores for providing this device for review. So now let's go into the review of this device. As you can see, the device is a dual SIM device and runs on Android 4.4, which is the latest OS from the Android. So now let's see the external features. You could see the device is very nicely designed, a very premium looking device. The device actually priced at about 7,200. For that price, this device looks far better than that. And the back panel is given a brush metallic finish, which seems very attractive, and it's a very glow finish. It's pretty nice. And now let's go into the key placement. You could see the front panel has a 5-inch display, and you could see the speaker grill here, and you have the VGA camera, front facing camera, and you bottom side you have the 3 capacity buttons. On the right hand side you have the volume rockers, and the top side you have the USB slot and the 3.5 audio jack. On the left hand side you have the lock and lock key, and the bottom they have provided only the micro that is the microphone here. And on the back panel you could see they have a very nice work in the back panel. They have really done it really well with the brush metallic finish. It looks very awesome. The speaker grill is a little bit larger compared to other devices. I think it's a stereo speaker. I think they used it in this device, and it looks awesome. When it sounds really nice. You have the Miocromax logo here, and a 5-megapixel camera on the top side, and you have a noise cancellation microphone and an LED flash. So these are the things, external features. And now let's open this back panel, and let me show you the SD card and all that things. So you could see this is a back panel comes off, and it's actually plastic, and as I already said that. And you could see this is a WCDMA slot here, and you have the normal GSM slot, and you have a micro SD card slot here, which I can expand up to 32 GB. So that's pretty standard. So now let's go into the internal features of this device. Let's turn on the device and see what are the internal things in this device. So let's turn on. So I must say that the power button placed on the left hand side is a little bit difficult to reach because of the large screen. It's very difficult. So it may be better if they have placed it on the right hand side of the device. But if you use a flip cover, it will be much difficult. So I don't really like that thing. So you can see the canvas logo comes up. The device actually sports a 480 into 800 pixel 5-inch display. So the display is actually pretty nice. It has about 187 ppi pixel density. So in that terms, the device is good. The Miocromax has not provided any scratch resistant coating, but they have provided a protective screen which comes free with this device. So this is actually how the device looks like. The display of the device is not so bad. It's pretty nicely done, and it's standard. It's a 187 ppi display, so it's not much higher quality, but it's not so low. So it's a medium range device. So now let's go into the settings and see what is the OS of this device. So now let's go into the settings. Let's confirm that it is the KitKat version. So I'm gonna go down, and you can see that the device is actually running on 4.4.2, which is KitKat. So the device has got the latest version. That's pretty nice. Now let's go into the basic features like calling. You could see the dialer. That is the normal the KitKat dialer. The Miocromax has not done any customization in the dialer, so that is standard dialer as usual. And you could see the contacts is also normal. The Jelly Bean contacts and messaging also, you could see nothing changes. The Miocromax has also provided the same. I think it's just like looking like a Jelly Bean dialer. This is not what they have used in the Unite 2. So the OS is different. That is, the Unite 2 has different OS from this device. So the Unite 2 interface is not like this. So Miocromax has actually kept a lot of things like Jelly Bean features in this device. It looks like more like a Jelly Bean than the latest KitKat version. So now let's take a look at the drop down menu. You could see the drop down menu is a normal drop down menu, nothing in there. You can actually slide down with 2 fingers to get shortcuts. So that's a standard feature now in this Miocromax devices. So you can see the brightness settings, turn on, all these things. The battery also available, airplane mode, Bluetooth and location. All these features are available. Let's go into the settings and see what are the settings that they are providing. So let's go into the settings menu. Let's go into settings tab. So you could see the device. Let's check out the storage and see how much MB of memory is left. So the device actually supports a 4 GB of internal memory. So you could see that you can 0.93 GB, that is 1 GB is available. So it's very nice. So you can actually use that for installing apps and all. So now let's see the amount of RAM left on this device. So you could see, let me show you the RAM. So as you can see, it's 172 MB. So you will get about 172 MB of RAM free in this device, which is pretty low out of 512 MB of RAM. The device has, the Miocromax has only provided that much MB of RAM. Okay, now let's go into the touch response, that is how much finger that can detect. So let's see the touch input that the device can detect. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. So I think it's detecting up to 4 fingers, no more than that. So I think the device can detect a maximum of 4 fingers. So the device, the capacitive input is about 4 fingers. So that is a little greater than what we see in the Unite 2. So the device has a touch input a little greater. So they have actually provided a little bit better touch in this device. Now let's go into the gallery and take out the picture and see how the responds to the picture viewing aspect of the device. The device actually supports a new chipset that I haven't reviewed yet. The device actually has a Broadcom Video Core GPU and a Video Core 4 GPU and a Broadcom BCM2355 chipset. So let's see the performance of that. This is the first time that I'm actually reviewing the performance of the Broadcom chipsets. So let me say that this device has a quite nice response. When you move it slowly, the device actually responds pretty nicely. But when you actually it's very smooth, no problem in there. Let's take another picture so that you could get a little clearer view of what's happening. So the display is pretty nice. You could see the response is also good. So I can't say much bad about this touch response. The display has very good touch response and I can use up to 4 fingers. So the picture viewing aspect of the device is very nice. The display quality, you could see that the viewing angles are not so bad. You could see when you turn it to this angle, the display actually degrades the quality. So the viewing angles are not that much good in this device. They have not provided such a better quality display. But you are actually giving about 7,000 rupees, so you can't expect a much high quality. So it's very decent. Now let's go into the video playback, and you could see that I have 2 videos here. One is 720p and one is 180p. So this is actually a 720p video. Let me play that. You could see that video player. Okay, just now. So you could see I'm gonna play this video, and the main thing that I noticed is that this device has a very good sound output, very nice sound output. So it's actually, I think it's a stereo speakers that installed in this device, and it pretty much gives a very nice experience when you view these videos in this device. So in that case, this device is excellent. The sound quality of the device is excellent. Miocromax has also provided a special in-ear headset for this device, so I expect a pretty nice quality of audio output from this device. So now let's go into the 180p video playback and see how the device performs to that. So I'm going to use the video player, assume playing, and you could see that the device is actually playing pretty nicely. There is not much issues in there. Both 720p and 180 playback is pretty nice. So the processor, the chipset of this device is not so bad. It can handle 180p and 720p video both very smoothly. So now let's go into the music player and see what are the customizations in there. There is any customizations or not. So let's see the music player here. So it seems just like the normal music player that you usually see in these devices. There's not much specialty in there. So it's not much to say about that. So now let's go into the camera department. It's another important thing in this review. So let me take the camera out. So let me take the camera. You could see this is the camera department, and the Miocromax has provided a 5-megapixel camera and a VGA front camera, and the interface is a little different from the usual what we see in other devices. You can just like the jelly bean interface, and you can switch to the front camera and back camera by doing this button. And now let's go into the options, and you can see what are the options available. So you could see that the picture quality you can adjust to super fine. They are not providing the actual resolution of the picture, and you can adjust the scene mode. You can actually take it as a auto mode, so that it will automatically detect the the scene and it will alter the settings. And you can see the ISO watching is there, preview size, shutter, metering light. Let me take to full screen, so you can see that I have taken it to full screen, and the contrast, sharpness, anti-banding, storage, all these things are there. And now let's take a video mode and see what are the settings in there. So this is actually the video mode of this device, and you can see that the device can record up to HD 720p video resolution, so that's nice. And you can actually use a full screen or whatever preview size you want. So these are all things that I would like to share with you. In terms of camera, let me check out the VGA camera of the device. As you can see, the VGA camera is pretty nice. I can't blame Miocromax in that, because they have provided a decent quality of camera. Little FPS is a little low, that's why it feels a little shaky, but it's not a problem for this device, for a standard photo taking, selfie, all that thing. So not a problem like that. So now let's take a snap and see how fast the device can capture the image. So I'm gonna turn the camera, and you can see I'm gonna take a snap. I'm gonna actually turn it to picture, and you can see I'm gonna turn off the flash, and you could see that now I'm gonna take picture of this cube here. And they have not provided any option to actually adjust the shutter lag or something like that. It's actually Unite 2, they have provided an option to actually adjust the shutter lag, so that you can take fast snaps, but this device they have not provided that feature. So now let's take a quick snap here. So now the device has captured it almost instantly. So now let's run the camera response test, which is the biggest feature of this review. So let's take the camera response test. It actually takes pictures as fast as about 10 pictures within 10 seconds, and we will be viewing how much of images that the device has captured from that. So let's start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have actually taken about 10 snaps, and now let's see how much images that they have the device has been able to capture. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6 images. So I have tapped up to 10 images, but the device has only able to capture about 6 images. So there is a little bit delay in this device, but that's not a big problem as far as this device is concerned. But I must say that the camera department is a decent, I can only say that the camera department is decent in this device, because I have seen a lot better camera in the Unite 2 than this. So this device has a pretty little bit lower in case of camera. And the Unite 2 has also front-facing camera, which is 2 megapixel. You can just click on the link below and can just go to the Unite 2 review there. So now let's go into the benchmarking of this device and see how the benchmark performance of this device. I'm also eager to see this device benchmark scores. So now let's start with the Nina Mark 2 benchmark. So as I already said, the device actually got a Broadcom PCM23550 chipset, and it scores about a Broadcom Video Core 4 GPU and a 1.2 GHz quad-core processor. So I can't say anything about this, because I haven't done a review of this chipset yet. So this is the first time that I'm actually doing a review of this chipset. So I expect pretty much decent performance from this chipset. So I think you can see that here that it actually scores about 40-45 range. So I could expect so 47.2 FPS is what you get, which is lower than what you get in the Unite 2. So the graphic performance of the device is little less than what you see in the Unite 2. So Unite 2 is far better than this in the case of performance. And now let's go into the Antutu benchmarks, and you could see the Antutu scores here. You can see the Antutu benchmark, and you can see Antutu scores about 12,047. That means the benchmark scores shows that the device is little lower in case of performance compared to the Unite 2. The RAM is about 1805, CPU is 2065, CPU flow point is 3129, and you have the 2D graphics is 66, 3D graphics is 3493, data IO is 545. So these are the scores here, and I must say the device is pretty much low in case of performance, but the device is a pretty large display, that is 5.5-inch display, and the device audio quality is pretty nice. They have stereo speakers in this device, and it feels really nice when you play video, and or if you want to music playback, this device is awesome in that. So the device also got a lot of positives and negatives. The device can handle 720p video, 180p video, but the device is not up to the mark for this price, because the device has not got that much high performance. The Unite 2, compared to Unite 2, the performance of the device is a little lower. We have seen the camera, and it shows that the device is a little bit delay. So overall this device is pretty decent, I can say, because actually the device has a pretty nice good looks and feel, but it's not, at the internal, if you go internal to this device, the performance is the key, and it is not up to the mark. But if you're not considering the performance, and if you just want the looks and the sound quality and all that things, video playback, this device is good. If you are not a good hardcore gamer, this device will be doing a decent job for you. So that's all. So that's all about the Miocromax Entice A105. So thanks for watching this video, and if you like this video, please hit like and stay subscribed. Thank you.